Hello, everybody. This is Glenda, Oster, and Rosie with AKA GK Fralin, a friendly community. And our friendly community welcomes you. And we really love you too. Tonight, I'm going to tell you first, I'm going to tell you what happens when you do a smile and wave in the hospital. This is backtracking to yesterday. And I've been able to, someone helped me identify that tree in the park. And we're going to find out the innkeeper's name in the search. And you might be surprised, but it'll make sense. Okay. First thing, usually in a hospital, people expect everybody to be kind of, not really, unless you're sitting in a waiting room, you don't really talk a lot because, let's just face it, it's a hospital. But I decided I'm going to do this smile and wave. I was sitting in the lobby there waiting for Joe, and people were going by, and I would just smile and wave. Most of them did this. Or, hi. Some, mostly the staff would say, hey, how you doing? I'm doing just fine, thank you. And I noticed a gal that I know that worked there, and so Joe was out moving the car, parking the car. So anyway, I wheeled myself over there, and I said, I want to explain to you what's going on. So I explained the whole smile and wave, what it's meant to accomplish, and that is that wherever you go, if you can, you smile and wave at anyone you can. And either you get a reaction or you don't, but the most important thing is, if they don't think you're totally nuts and bonkers, which most people here in this part of our country don't, they're just used to us, we just do that. But that's why the new little slogan is Nebraska friendly, but I think probably Plains friendly would be. Anyway, I got a few looks I got some, hi, how are yous? I got some of these. And I got one or two of these. Or, like one of those, like, okay. But most of the time, I got this. And people were really happy to see that. And the lady I talked to, her and her friend that she was having a conversation with, they liked the idea. They genuinely liked it and thought, hey, maybe they just try it. So, okay, that's enough of that. That's it for smile and wave? Well, no, we'll continue that. It's enough of talking about it for tonight. Oh, okay. See, Rosie, she would never stop the smile and wave. That's a movement that should go on forever, everywhere. I think so too. Okay. That tree. This. John, it is good to have people who know what things are sometimes. I grew up in nature, and I could not identify this tree. But I didn't grow up everywhere, and these things don't grow everywhere. It is, dun, 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 a red cypress pine. I was right about it being a pine. Yeah, that's cool. Joe was wrong. Joe was wrong. Oh, what did Joe say about you doing the smile and wave at the hospital? Oh, he wondered what the heck I was up to. He said, "What are you doing?" When he got in there, he's like sitting there seeing me do this. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I embarrassed the man. Let's find out the name of the innkeeper in chapter 1 of the search. Okay, sounds good. Dogs. Even if they're puppets, they're trouble. Sheridan is the main character of this. She is stuck in a town by the name of Hidden because of a really bad fog that forced her to get off the road, and the only place she could go was this little town called Hidden. And she's now at this inn. There's only one street in the town, and it's called Street. And she's at an inn, and the innkeeper has been a bit of a, well, let's just say he's kind of an odd type. Anyway, she kind of compared him to a Methuselah-like leprechaun, if you can put that picture in your head. Okay, she has asked for a phone, and she's tried to pay for her stay with a credit card. So he chopped her credit card up without asking, said, "You don't pay with your credit card." Let's start from here. I'll backtrack just a couple paragraphs. "What the heck do you think you're doing? You had no right. I want a phone so I can call my friend in Lincoln." She took a deep breath. Was this man deaf? He continued what he was doing, as if she'd said nothing. "Hey," Sheridan grabbed his arm. "Phone." "Heard ya. Don't have one." "So if you don't want money, how do I get you to find me a phone and get me the heck out of here? Do I have to clean the inn or help paint the church?" The sarcasm seemed lost on the host. This cat and mouse game is over. "If I have to take a chance walking back to the interstate, I will," she said. "Nope," Sheridan Easterly, was all he said. His eyes twinkled like a child playing gotcha. She could see the game was still on. "Oh, by the way, try to walk back out of here would be a big risk. You'll just get turned around again and again and end up back here anyway," the man said. "What is this place?" "It's hidden. Didn't you read the sign?" Sheridan looked down at the ledger. It lay open to a clean page. It looked brand new, as did the pen that lay on top of it. The pen was a quill, and a bottle of ink sat on the desktop next to it, along with a clean cloth for letting the excess ink drip before signing. It fits. It looks perfect for the inn. I'll sign so I can get a nap, but I will be leaving as soon as that fog lifts. She signed her name in a Romanesque calligraphy, which was odd because she never studied the art. He grabbed her large tote bag and waved his arm like a scoop, signaling her to a grand staircase. Practical woman, you travel light. Nothing much escapes you, does it? Who is this idiot? Sheridan's not happy with this guy. That's why they call me Catch. Sheridan sighed. I've traveled a lot, Catch. That's what everybody calls me. I like it. Keeps me mysterious, you know. Catch, she repeated. And I suppose you think you've caught me in this tiny ghost town. I'll take a nap, but then I will go back down that road. There was more determination in her voice than in her mind. Did you know that your name, Sheridan, means to search? Are you a searcher, Sheridan? The old man had a bad habit of ignoring her, no matter how angry she spat words at him. He carried her tote up an ornate staircase. Yes, I do know what my name means. How did you know my name? You called me by my name before I even signed your ledger. Just, little lady, you'll raise your blood pressure. He pointed to an identity tag on her tote. Oh, that works too. A deep yawn escaped her as he opened the door to her room. I guess I'm more tired than I thought. It's ridiculous to think you are keeping me prisoner. I will have to report the card stolen, you know. You are in big trouble. That's frowned upon in Nebraska. I sure wouldn't want to meet that guy named Catch in real life. Me neither. I don't know, he's spooky. He is kind of spooky. Anyway, maybe we'll finish that chapter tomorrow. I had hoped to tonight, but it didn't happen. No, too much. We did too much other talking. Anyway, let's sing our goodnight song. Oh, we get to sing tonight. Yes, you do. But not unless we hurry up and get to it. Good night, good night. Don't let the bugs bite. Good night, good night. Sleep till it's daylight. Good night, good night. Be kind to each other. Good night, good night. Tell someone you love them. Very good. So everybody, please make a comment in the comment section. We like the community down there. And comment to other people. Chat. I'll get down in there and chat too. Thank you to John for identifying that tree. I looked it up, found it, looked exactly like it. Please do subscribe, click the notifications, and come back and see us tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, don't. Good night, good night.